In 30 years, Arianespace has become the world reference for launch services. Each rocket trail climbing into the sky over French Guiana has symbolized the excellence of European technology, a reliability and commercial success that can be put down to two things.
The
first is surely our long experience and skills, a pool of European competence built up over the years, two generations of European engineers. The second can be attributed to the processes, from design to construction and quality control. These allow us to filter out any defects or technical risks, with the end result that when we push the button we are sure, or virtually sure, that the launcher will complete its mission. Different parts of the Ariane launcher are built in factories around Europe. Here, first stage assembly at the Le Muro plant near Paris, and then shipped across the Atlantic to be assembled in French Guiana. But this year, very different rockets have arrived at the port of Paris-Yakabo. This autumn, the Russian Soyuz rocket, launched more than 1,700 times, notably from Baikonur, with a 98% success rate, will make its inaugural flight from this equatorial launch site. In May this year, this medium-sized vehicle, which Arianespace has already launched some 20 times from Baikonur, made a historic debut appearance. For the very first time, it was rolled out to its new pad and erected for pre-launch tests. The familiar scenes of the Kazakhstan desert were being reenacted at the tropical launch site. But another rocket, Vega, is being prepared in French Guiana. ESA has developed this launcher for smaller-sized payloads, for Earth observation and science missions, and it will complement both the Ariane and the Soyuz. Its 4 stages arriving from Europe, Vega had been stacked in its assembly building, and last April the slender 30-metre-tall launcher was also rolled out to its own pad for tests and verifications. This new multi-launcher context in French Guiana requires management that adapts to the different techniques of the 3 vehicles. What we are putting in place is a unique team, and Arianespace will look after all 3 launchers. We will benefit from synergies on a technical level and also on an economic one. It's the whole reason for this launcher strategy that ESA has drawn up and handed over to Arianespace to manage. The addition of these launchers to the Arianespace family will in no way mean that Europe is forsaking its Ariane development. The so-called mid-life Ariane 5 upgrade is already planned for 2016.
Indubbiamente I nostri obiettivi quali sono? Il primo è assicurare all'Europa
Ultimately, what are our objectives? Well, making sure Europe has an independent access to space, and also to be a key player in the commercial market so that our aerospace industries can grow. Obviously, the competition is very strong, and we will have to continue to develop our launchers. We will see how they can adapt to market needs, and we'll do everything we can to go in the right direction. It's essential that we think about the future.
Faremo il possibile in questo senso, certo dobbiamo pensare comunque al futuro.
In the coming months, when local inhabitants and visiting tourists gather along the beaches of French Guiana, the streak in the sky will not always be an Ariane rocket, but it will still be a sure sign of European excellence and of international cooperation.